Warriors, today we're engaging in an anxiety test together. I'm going to give you 10 questions. I want you to honestly answer each and every question. Now, these questions are based around what's going on in your life lately. And what I mean by lately is in the last couple of months, all right? So when I ask you a specific question and I use the word lately, make sure you understand that that doesn't mean just in the last couple days. That means in the last few months or even in the last couple years, all right? Many anxiety disorder sufferers have been going through this type of emotional distress for a long period of time. Now, this anxiety test, Warriors, is not meant to be a diagnosis. This is my disclaimer for you. Go to the doctor, get diagnosed. This is strictly meant to be information for you to use in some kind of productive way. Sound good? High five. Let's do this, guys. All right? If you have 7 to 10 yeses, there is a chance that you may be suffering from an anxiety disorder. Comment below on the answers to these questions. Question number 1 is lately. Have you been experiencing an excessive level of worry in different aspects of your life? You've been worrying about your relationships. You've been worrying about your finances. You've been worrying about your health. You've been worrying about all these things, even though the circumstances have not changed in your life. Could that be the case for you? Answer yes or no. Question number 2. Do you find yourself feeling overly restless throughout the day? Restless, like I'm here and I'm there and I'm there. I just don't know when to stop. I can't seem to get a grip over my emotional state. I just feel like I'm an Energizer bunny, running around, not really getting anything done, just concerning myself over things that my unconscious believes I need to concern myself with. Could that be the case for you? Question number 3. Lately, do you find yourself much more easily angered or irritated, right? Oh, that guy took my parking spot again, right? Yeah, he takes your parking spot all the time, but why are you so angered over it now, right? You're sitting in the dinner table and mom says something out of the blue that just fills you with this rage in some way. And usually it's just totally fine with mom. No problem, mom, you say that all the time. But today, it's different, right? Because of this sensitivity, because of the inner conflict going on within you, because your sympathetic nervous system is triggered constantly, you are in a fight or flight or freeze continuum. And because this is the case, you are unconsciously looking for conflict in the outside world. Could this be the case for you? Answer honestly. Question number 4. Even during the times you realize that worry is needless, you still experience a high level of anxiousness in that moment. You're walking the dog. You're sitting in your bedroom. You're sitting at your desk at work. There is nothing going on in that moment. In fact, it's a highly pleasant moment if you can only be and get yourself back into the present moment, but you're so caught up in catastrophic thinking, what could happen next, how you're going to, serve dinner in the evening, how your husband or wife is going to respond to you when you come home, if your symptoms are going to be around. You're so caught up in all these different agendas that your unconscious mind wants you to keep a hold of and control in some way, even though you don't have any real control over any of them, that you needlessly worry and you're needlessly anxious. Could that be the case for you? Yes or no? Question number 5 in this anxiety test. Lately, do you find it more difficult to concentrate on things? Absolutely. I mean, if you think about living with anxiety, And you're constantly, reacting to this internal car alarm system that's going off within you, and you're misinterpreting everything, and you're catastrophically thinking, and you're identifying with your anxiety and depression. You think it's you when in fact it's just things that you're doing. When there's all this going on, it's not an accident to feel like your concentration is wavering, or your memory, your short term and long term memory is leaving you in some way. I used to think I was developing dementia, right? So these issues can go hand in hand with an anxiety sufferer's life. It's very, very common. I see it all the time. But the truth is that your memory is very much still intact. It's just your belief that is causing you to create a foggy misinterpretation of the neurological issues that you have right now. Okay? Hope that makes sense. Number 6, do you use alcohol regularly to cover up your anxiety, to cover up your sensations, to cover up your thinking, to cover up the day, right? Even though you know that the alcohol is going to cause you to become highly dehydrated the next day, and you're going to go into fight or flight or freeze mode, you still drink that pint or numerous pints or highballs or whatever it is so that you can get away from yourself. You'll notice that anxiety sufferers do everything they can to get away from the components that make up their anxiety. I want to get away from the feelings that I experience. I want to get away from the thinking patterns I have. I want to get away from the behaviors that I embark in each and every day. I want to get away from the images that I hold in my mind about what's going to happen. It's all about getting away, okay? And it might be alcohol, it might be something else. But if you're using alcohol, for example, as a cover-up to getting away from yourself, that could be a sign of an anxiety disorder, my friends. Next question. Do you notice that you're getting much more tired easily? Question number 7. I'm just going for a walk. I'm just walking my dog. Right? I'm going for a walk around the block. I shouldn't be this tired, right? I spend a couple hours at work and I come back home and I'm exhausted. I'm studying a little bit. I'm exhausted. These usual activities that normally don't cause you to feel this tired and exhausted are now causing you to feel that depletion, like, ah. And since you have no willpower left by the time you get home, you reach for the fridge, you grab the pizza, you go to your cabinet, you grab the chips, you grab the beer, and you just keep on adding more bricks on top of that emotional distress that you're feeling each and every day. Is this you? And you're doing it because you want to find freedom. You want to feel better in that moment, right? Because you're depleted from the day. So again, are you getting exhausted, tired, easier than you normally do? Ask yourself the question. Number 8, have you been getting into more arguments with family members and friends? They're saying the same things, they're the same people, but your reaction to what they say or what they do is changing. Are you losing some close relationships? Are they getting farther and farther away from you? Do you want to distance yourself from these people because they're just pissing you off in some way? All right? This could be a sign of an anxiety disorder. So take note. Take note. And your ability to strengthen your level of self-awareness in the moments you start to feel angry will help you to defy your ego mind and move in a completely different direction. That's the key, isn't it? The key is to really Get yourself to a place where you recognize these instinctual and impulsive reactions to things that are normally not distressing. Does that make sense? I hope so. Number 9, does your excessive, and this is important, does your excessive worry revolve around 1, having a physical illness? Comment below. Does it revolve around gaining weight? Does it revolve around becoming separated from a loved one? Or does it revolve around being involved in social activities? If any of these are the issue right now or a combination of them, comment below. Get to know that this distress could very well be the same reactions that you've had from childhood and the process of maturation, meaning growing out of those emotional reactions and those belief systems haven't happened yet. And you, although you have gained all this life experience, you are now an adult, you are still functioning through your childhood mind. Could that be the case? Admit it. Admit it. We're not here to sugarcoat the situation. We're here to transform you from a victim to a warrior. That's it. All right? That's why we're here. Number 10, final question. Do you feel unable to relax even when nothing stressful is going on? I can't seem to relax. A good example of this is when I was in the bathtub. Dennis has his little rubber ducky. Dennis has really no stimulation around him. In fact, the music I'm listening to was very, very peaceful and calming. The environment yells out Zen, but my unconscious mind-body system yells out chaos. And I just couldn't find the ability to tap into a relaxed state. Could this be the same for you? Now, how many yeses did you get from those questions, warriors? I want you to comment below. Was it 5? Was it 6? Was it 7? To give you a general idea, 7 to 10 could signify an anxiety disorder. All right, but again, this is not meant to be a diagnosis. I am not a doctor. Go to the doctor to get that done. I love you all so very much. I hope this video has been informative. If it has been, share it with someone who needs it, or a forum or a chat that needs it. It's great information. It's great knowledge to get to know yourself, to move towards becoming more than anxiety. I love you all so much. If you have any questions on the End the Anxiety program, head on over to this website right here, and I'll see you very, very soon.